Hello, everyone. Tonight on Late Night Listens, we'll be reacting to the EP by the artist V. I'm looking now and it says it's K-pop. I don't know much about K-pop. I'm gonna be so honest. I mean, I know about it, but I've never really indulged in it. I have Ice Cream by Blackpink featuring Selena Gomez in my library, and also also Lady Gaga's Sour Candy with Blackpink. Um, I never got into K-pop, but like I've said in a previous video, I'm here for anything. This is why I do this, is so I can learn and meet new artists. And BTS's baritone blossoms into a sultry alt R&B star on his solo debut. BTS. This is not the small independent artist that I was thinking it was, which is fine. I mean, I don't care. Like I said, I'll listen to anything. For some reason, I just had it in my head that this was some kind of like, you know, little indie artist, but no sweat off my back. I'm still excited. Shout out to this subscriber for recommending. Um, yeah, I'm excited. Like I said, I don't know much about K-pop, so keep that in mind. All right, this is track one, Rainy Days. I thought my phone just went off. Very beautiful intro. I'm excited to hear his voice. He has a really pretty voice, don't he? Okay, trust me, I get it. Nothing like a rainy day to make you be like, damn, I miss that bitch. But I want to know the context. Like, did they end on bad terms? Like, was it like a mutual like, oh, let's stop this shit? You know what I mean? I need that context. So I'm wondering if he's gonna give that to us. It's a very pretty melody. A sick beat. Not gonna lie. I'm not even gonna try and lie about that. Okay, it just hit a transition, so I'm gonna take a second to ask: is he still part of BTS, or did he leave and then start his own thing, like Fifth Harmony? Shout out Fifth Harmony. Hope you're doing well. Please come back, or Fourth Harmony. But also another thing I wanted to say. I was talking to my mom about one of my previous videos I made, and she was like, "Well, you should do some research on these artists before you like dive into them." And I think part of the fun is the fans getting a chance to explain to me, you know what I mean? Because the internet, obviously you can find things about someone, but it's the fans that really care about these artists that are going to let you know what you need to know. And I think that's the wave I should be riding, I hope, because that's the wave I'm on. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't know anything about this artist so far. We're only on the intro, but the beat is very nice, very chill, definitely setting an atmosphere, and he has a very pretty voice. And this isn't K-pop like what I know K-pop to be. Ice Cream by Selena Gomez, or Ice Cream by Blackpink featuring Selena Gomez. But anyways, yeah. It sounds like the song's ending, but we still have like a quarter of the song left. It's these little phone sound effects in the background that trip me out. I'm like, oh, well, let me pause that one. That was Rainy Days, and you know what? I would put a star next to it. I'm always here for a chill vibe. Oof, God, you don't understand. So that was very nice. You know what I mean? That was enjoyable. It was beautiful. It was easy on the brain. I liked it. I hope it's setting the tone for the rest of the EP. We have one, two, three, five more tracks to go. So, yeah, I'm really hope. I mean, obviously, I won't be upset if he goes a different route, like starts picking up, throwing some pots and pans in there. I won't be mad about that. But that was just very nice. Lyrically, it just sounds like he's missing someone. I'm missing the context of like, you know, what happened. Like, was it amicable? Was it whose fault? You know what I mean? But it's a very easy song to relate to because it could be said for any kind of relationship, really. Like a boyfriend girlfriend or like a friendship or well, no, he did talk about kissing, so boyfriend girlfriend. But yeah, no, I liked it. I just hope that we get a little bit more lore as we go along. All right, this is track two, Blue. That rhymes. Number one. Number two. I love a song when an artist titles a song Blue. I'm like, so I can go ahead and put a star next to this one, but we're gonna hear it out. Okay, yeah. So still sticking with the same vibe as the opening track. Beautiful vocals. Really focusing on his vocals with this, which I like. I feel like this is something you would listen to when you get high as fuck, which I don't smoke, but shout out sobriety. Mm. You know what? Fuck it. I like it. So that was track two, Blue. Um, I don't know why, but the opener really clicked for me with the sonic, uh, the sonic realm. That's not the correct. The sonic, just sonically. Goddamn. That one clicked for me. This one definitely cohesive with the first track, that's for sure. But I mean, I I guess I shouldn't be reading too much into the lyrics because we're not getting a lot lyrically, which is fine. The production is doing its work. His voice is definitely doing the work. Would I put a track or a star next to this track as of right now? No. But does that mean I do not like it? No. One thing about me is if I find an album I really like, there's always like one or two songs most of the time that I'm like, eh. But when I go back and listen to the project as a whole, front to back, they always end up growing on me. And I could see this growing on me if this turns out to be something I digest as a whole. But yeah, you know, beautiful gowns, beautiful gowns. All right, we are on track three, Love Me Again. Damn, this guy, he's going through it, huh? Such a such a peaceful vibe. Wow, that was gorgeous. Ooh. I wish you would love me again. No, I don't want nobody else. I wish you could love me again. Um, Shout out if you ever been there. Yeah, I mean, very relatable, very relatable. Like I said, I just want the context though, like before I can really go in depth. Because if she did or him, I don't know his, what he likes. But if she's a not didn't treat him great, I don't want to be like, oh well, you know what I mean. I don't want to assume. So that being said, we're just gonna enjoy the vibes and see where he takes us lyrically. Because sonically, it's doing his job. Like I said on track two. It's just he's a little sparse on the lyrics. Very repetitive, which that could be a popular thing in K-pop. That could be something that I just don't recognize. Because the fucking Olivia Rodrigo, the Taylor Swift of it all. You gotta pull out that fucking Webster dictionary. So I'm not saying I'm not enjoying it. It's just something I'm having to adjust to, which is fine. Nothing bad about that, lyric wise. So let's keep going. Wow, you can hear the sadness in that last little part. I love when that happens. Well, not good for them, but said I'll be alright, said I'll be fine, I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. So let me so it was an amicable breakup. And he possibly essentially was like, I'll, if this is what you want, sure. I'm not going to keep you in this. If you don't want to be in this, I'll be okay. Don't worry about me. Um, which, I mean, in that situation, there's not really much you can do. You can't make somebody feel something about you that they don't feel. But, everything that you process after a situation like that is so real and raw and punches you in the fucking stomach. So yeah, okay, yeah. The lyrically, it's clicking for me now. Mm. That was track three, "Love Me Again." Um, Beautiful vocals, solid production. I loved it sonically. It's just lyrically, I don't think I do too well with repetitiveness unless it's like over some pots and pans. Obviously, this is something I'm gonna have to adjust to and grow with. But I can only hear "I wish you could love me again" so many times before I'm like, okay, you know what I mean. Um, but so would I put a star next to it? No, but I'm starting to see uh what I guess this artist is doing with the solo work. I mean, like, it's just a little repetitive. But like I said earlier, like maybe that's something very popular in K-pop, and I wouldn't know that because I don't listen to K-pop. Um, so, and another thing I guess I will say is this is categorized as K-pop, but to me, when I think of K-pop, I think of like the brassy in your face songs that I know. So I'm like this is if this is still considered K-pop and it sounds like this, I'm like wow, there's like a whole other genre for me to like dive into. So again, if you know any artists or anything you want me to give a chance and listen to, I would love that. But so we're heading into track four, "Slow Dancing." Stay with me till the end of the day. Maybe we could be slow dancing until the morning. We could be romancing the night away. Honestly, girl, just get back with him. I mean, he needs you bad. He ain't ever need anything worse in his life. We all been there. Ain't shade. That is not shade. Also, let me just go ahead and say something real quick. Let me put this out there. Just because something doesn't click with me doesn't mean it's not a good song. You know, obviously this man has a fan base. So he's doing something right, if not everything right. So just I want to say that just because it doesn't click for me doesn't mean it's not a bad song. Please remember that. Um, and don't be mean. This is not a channel where we're mean. We are informative, and I'm good with feedback, but I'm not good with hate. That being said, let's continue. Oh, this is gorgeous, huh? Nice melody. We could be romancing the night away. So basically just fucking all night. I love this part. Mm-mm. It's gorgeous. Beautiful gowns, beautiful gowns. I'm intrigued. Where are we gonna go from here? This is nasty. Okay, Flute, you better fucking work. So that was track four, "Slow Dancing." I like this. I like that. That was good. It has a little dot next to it on Apple Music, and I think that means that it's like popular, played a lot, something like that. So I might be a local for liking that song so much, but that was very nice. That was very beautiful. I mean, there's really not much to dive into this lyrically. Like I'm gonna be so honest about that. Like it's he just wants his person back. Oh God, he wants her back bad. All right, this is track five, "For Us." Let's see. Oh, oh, it's a. I was like, I didn't see a feature on here. Oh my god. You know, one thing I'll say, I've been single for 2 years. I ain't worrying about nobody in that way. But this is making me like, damn, maybe I should start something and then uh let things go awry so I can listen to this. You know, no, that sounds horrible. Don't take notes on that. That's bad. Do not do that. But you know, does he live in California? Because he said come to California. Jeez. Know that I will wait for you. You know, I used to think, you know, people that say that, like, they don't mean shit. Like, they're gonna obviously move on. Um, Coming from the person that has been on the other end where it's like, I'll wait for you, that shit sticks, huh? It's hard to move past that mindset. But eventually you will. But when you're in it, you're fucking in it. Oh, she's in California. Well, that was track 5 for us. I would put a star next to that. I sure would. I'm trying to. Yeah, that was nice. That was very nice. Very nice. I quite enjoyed that. Nothing really to break down. You know, lyrically, sonically, very cohesive, very chill. And yeah, I liked the melody. It was nice, and that was track 5. Would That would be my favorite. That would be my favorite. That being said, we're on track 6, slow dancing, but the piano version. I'm ready to hear these vocals over a fucking instrument, over a little live little piano. So let's see what he has in store for us. Where's the piano? I mean, I could faintly hear it in the background, but I guess I just answered my own question. Yes. Well, that was track 6, slow dancing piano version. Which version of that would I listen to off the cuff? I don't know. I would listen to both. I think, you know, it's a nice little breath of fresh air. I will say when I see piano versions, it's almost always, and what I expect is really no production other than just singing over a live piano. Um, that being said, I was a little confused where the piano was, but it was faintly in the background, and then at the end, it full on comes to life. I just really wanted to hear his voice over, you know, just a live instrument. No sense, no, you know, I mean, you know what I mean. We had some drums going on. That was fun. But yeah. All right, that was my reaction to Layover by the artist V. This was released in 2023. I have 3 out of 6, or 3 stars out of 6 tracks. That's definitely not bad. And let me reiterate, just because something didn't click for me does not mean it's a bad song. And I would listen to this project as a whole again. Like, not that I'm against longer albums. I usually enjoy long form content more than I do like shorter. But with this one, it's easy to digest. It's easy to just like, this is something I would put on honestly for any situation. I'm a really chill guy, so but I have stars next to Rainy Days, Slow Dancing, For Us, and oh, I have 4 stars, and then Slow Dancing piano version, which, you know, so 4 out of 6 got better, but also 6 Slow Dancing piano version, I guess I guess that is its own separate track. I need to listen to it with headphones. I know that changes an experience for sure. But yeah, I liked it. I enjoyed it. I hope he has more stuff out there that I can listen to and, catch more of, him as an artist and learn more. Uh, but like I was saying, lyrically, I'm, you would think I'm like fucking over here reading the dictionary and shit. I'm not. I'm not someone who focuses on lyrics first. Production gets me first, and then I look at the lyrics. But just lyrically, very repetitive and very sparse. But like I said, that could be a K-pop thing, and it's just something I need to adjust to. And I see, Blue and track two, Blue and track three, Love Me Again, growing on me after I give him a few more shots. But yeah, I'm not the end all and beginning of music criticism, obviously. So don't be mean, please. But yeah, I'm excited to know about this artist now. I also love the artwork for the album. I think that's really creative and cool. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you want to subscribe, that would be really cool. If not, maybe just consider leaving a like, Ipu. We're all blessed, and we should remember that. And yeah, and I appreciate your time. Time is very precious. And you have a wonderful rest of your night or day, wherever you are. Yeah, thank you so much.